Say the line, Bart. I like Frieza, but his brother is cooler. Yay! Oldest joke in the Dragon Ball Z book. What's up, everyone? Thank you for joining us once again on the Dstar01 channel. I'm your host, Dexter Arafiles, and today we'll be looking at the SH Figuarts Cooler Final Form. This is from the Dragon Ball Z movie, Cooler's Revenge. This, in the United States, is a P-bandai exclusive. It's been delayed. Let me see how many times it's been delayed. About 4 or 5 times? Yeah, we got that email from P-bandai quite a bit, but you know what? He was worth the wait. And just let me tell you right now, in this toy review, yes, I absolutely love this figure, and he is worth it if you can get him. If you can't, well, I guess you're just going to have to pay scalper prices. Unfortunately, speaking of prices, you cannot get this at dstartoys.com, your reliable source for awesome action figures. But you can probably find them on eBay or other places like that. I believe even Ami has him in stock, so there you go. He's about $120. Wow, he's really expensive. I believe the base cost was around 70 bucks, 80 bucks, around there, so yeah. Anyway, let's get into this toy review. I'm just going to tell you right off the bat how I feel. Yes, this figure is worth it. There's nothing really wrong with him. I guess the only issue I have, and it's super small, is that even though he has butterfly joints, he cannot fully hug himself, but that's because he's a large, hulking figure. And that's really it. That's the only issue I have. The paint detail and everything like that is absolutely amazing. Highly recommend this figure. So let's dive deeper into paint detail, articulation and scale, and accessories. First, let's push this box aside and let's look at these beautiful details. Wow. I honestly wish this figure was a mass release. Just look at all these details. And the details that I'm talking about mostly is how his armor looks. Usually I was kind of expecting kind of like a smooth armor, but no, we had little creases right here. In fact, it's shaded throughout. You can actually tell they shaded all the corners and everything like that, so you can get some awesome shadows, and you can see how his muscles are really defined due to that shading. Even in the purple right there, look at that, you can see it right there in the purple right here. That looks really good. It looks like they took a lot of time to make this figure, like, I have to say, darn near perfect. The white isn't a pure white, it is an off-white, and it actually looks really solid right there. What really stands out about the details of this figure is all these little creases. I gotta say, they're everywhere, and they look really cool. And to contrast that, we have a gloss here on the head right here, on the purple spots, on the dark purple spots here, on the gauntlets, and on the head like that. And then, in contrast to that, the figure is completely matte finished, and that looks really solid. So the purple looks great, the armor looks great, everything looks absolutely fantastic. There is no issues here. I can't really find any. If you guys can, you know what? Go ahead and put that down in the comments. In fact, you can dislike the video. Go for it. It's not like anyone could see it anyway. I'm just kidding. Anyway, so now that you have that out of the way and details and stuff like that, now we can go to articulation and scale. So, I was going to take this figure out, but first let's see how tall he's standing. Let's go. Whoa, this guy's really tall. He's almost 8 inches tall. You can't even see it on the camera right there. Yeah, almost 8 inches tall to the very tippy top of the helmet right there, which is really cool. So the figure I wanted to bring out, which honestly I thought was a really good figure, is the Dragon Stars Cooler. And this is something that I didn't think they were going to do. So usually Dragon Stars is scaled much bigger. Well, maybe not that much bigger, but it's definitely bigger than the SH Figuarts lines because it's more made for kids and stuff like that, cheaper joints and whatnot. But to my surprise, the SH Figuarts one is indeed scaled larger. This is a shock to me. I honestly thought the cooler from Dragon Stars would be bigger, but as you can see, the SH Figuarts one is the superior figure, but you're also paying a lot more for that. So anyway, I also matte finished this one to look like this. I gotta say, the matte finish looks really solid on that one. So there's the comparison there. and let's compare it with other Dragon Ball figures. Since we're talking about the movie and stuff, so here's the original SH Figuarts Broly. As you can see, they are big hulking figures. As you, if you have this figure, you know how big it is, right? And so then you see Cooler right here. Yeah, definitely, he's a large. Cooler is a large figure, and better yet, let's compare him to his brother. Final Form Frieza. Whoa, look at the size difference right there, as it should be. I really like that they scaled him like this. It's really nice. And of course, you got to have a Goku, which we have in SH Figuarts Full Power Goku right here. So that's how he scales. If you're wondering about other action figures, the animated series Batman is really scaled well with him, so I have to say this works. And here's the little armory Figma. Yikes, really tiny in comparison. And of course, we have an SH Figuarts Captain. No, not SH. Sorry, Marvel Legend. Of course, we have to have Marvel Legends in here. Marvel Legends Captain America. So there you have it. We had Mayfex, we have Figma, we have Marvel Legends, and we have other SH Figuarts as well as Dragon Stars. So I think his scale is very, very good. So let's talk about articulation. We do not get individually articulated toes, unfortunately, but that's fine. He doesn't need that. In fact, you get 2 sets of feet, which we will look at in the accessories. You have an up and down here at the ankle. We have a double jointed knee right here. Of course, we have those wonderful, super sturdy version 2 joints, which I feel this figure needs because he's a big, hulking, heavy figure. Well, he's not super heavy, but he's still much heavier than your average SH Figuarts. So there you go. Solid kicks right there. These kicks are not going to be drooping on you anytime soon. And we have 2 joints right here in the midsection, so you can get those awesome. Look at this ab crunch right here, looking really, really good. Now here's my issue. Like I said before, the armor pieces on the shoulders, they do move, so there is articulation points right here, but they kind of get in the way, so you cannot really get a hug, or he cannot hug himself. So unfortunately, that's my only issue, even though he does have decent articulation right here on the shoulder joints. But you know what? There was really no way to avoid that because you got to have the shoulder armor pieces. So anyway, moving back into articulation, we have a bicep swivel right there. And of course, we have a double joint right here in the elbow and ball and peg here at the wrist, and 2 at the neck, 1 at the bottom, 1 at the top, looking to be well above 20 points of articulation. Let's not forget the tail right here. And of course, we have 2 at the tail, which is really cool. Lots of articulation points. This guy can pretty much do almost anything you want except hug himself, which unfortunately, you know what? Having a father like King Cool, you just want to hug yourself, but you can. Anyway, so let's go over poses. Actually, before we do that, let's see range of motion. I know you guys love to see that, so I'm putting those in all my videos now from here on in. We have, this is as far as we can go with that side kick, and if you want to know how high he can front kick, there you go. In fact, we can get a little bend right there in the midsection to get that kick even higher. So that's really cool. Range of motion. Let's see the splits right here. So there you go. That's as far as he can go with the splits. And one of the reasons why he can't do a full split is because this part right here actually gets hits this part of his hip. So you can't really like get it all the way up. But you know what? I have to say that looks really good nonetheless. Now let's talk about the range of motion here at the arms. Let's see how far we can get these things to go. So he can bring them back decently well like that. But like I said before, it's because of the armor pieces, you cannot get him to hug himself. This is as far as you're going to go when it comes to hugging. So let's get some poses in. Like I said before, boom, side kick, front kick, flying knee. Let's see, Shoryuken test. Obviously, we got to do that. So there you go, looking really good. And of course, we got to do the superhero landing pose. Whoa, look at that. And definitely looks super sharp. Let's see if we can get him to look up. Something like that. Activate all the joints. Looking really solid. Now, let's move into accessories. So, let's go to Top Cam. Hi, everyone at the Top Cam. How you all doing up there? Let's see what we're dealing with here. So, you get the unmasked face, and you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 extra hands, and of course, the 2 extra feet. Which honestly, even though I like the fact that they come with gripped feet, I find that it's really hard to balance him without like using this foot and then the flat foot. This is more made for a rock, which you don't really get a rock formation of any kind of an accessory. So this one will be really tough to, you know, pose him without some sort of rock or some. I guess we could use the spinning stand right here, and then here's the extra hands, and then of course here's the unmasked face, which we will look at next. So let's go to the front cam. Let's see what we're dealing with here. Let's take that helmet off, and this pops off decently well with no issues. Even on the first time I popped it off, I was like, oh, is it going to be too tight? No, mine is not too tight. In fact, most of my joints are just perfect. No issues whatsoever. So there you have it. That's how he looks right there. Let's zoom in into that really mean looking face. Look at that. Looking really cool, especially with the red eyes, looking really solid right there. That's how it looks like with the helmets. Of course, you got to remove the old one and then put this in. Really cool. And let's look at the feet. Now the feet, these pop out really easy, but popping these in is kind of a hassle. Let me just tell you, they made this socket on this foot. Oh gosh. Give me a second. Okay, and we're back. Jeez. Like I said, I honestly should not have done that on camera. Anyway, I found the tail, found everything. That was really tough to do. So, like I said before, the grip, it's just open, and it kind of makes him really unbalanced. You need some sort of like rock formation, or maybe something like this. Let's see if we can get this to work. And this is kind of annoying. I wish he came with a rock to go on, just kind of like how Frieza came. He comes with a rock, so you can properly place the foot, but this doesn't, and that just looks really awkward. So let's remove this again. Everyone give me 1 second. So there you have it, flat-footed, without the mask, looking really solid. Now let me stand this guy up. You know what time it is? It's time for the conclusion of the SH Figuarts Cooler from Dragon Ball Z Cooler's Revenge. Is this worth it? If you've been thinking about this figure and you're like, you know what, I don't know if I want to spend it, I can't find it, I'm gonna have to say I usually don't recommend this, but he's worth it if you can only get him at scalper price. I like this figure. I actually really love this figure. What am I saying? I love this figure. It's really good. Especially if you're a fan of the Dragon Ball Z movies, you just gotta get this one. So anyway, that's my take on it. Really good figure. If you don't got the money for it, you know what? Get the Dragon Stars one. Even this one's pretty good. So yeah. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Do not forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're always in the know when I post new videos. And last but not least, you can always go to www.Dstar01.com for all the social awesome action figures, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Hey you! Thanks for watching. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Where? Right here. Not there, right here. You. And thanks for watching. So, rate, comment, and subscribe. Right here, right there, right here. Yeah.